Shinty.
Nah, that isn't how you were going to start it.
Oh yeah, what was the chant again?
How could we forget after all the shouting that went on? Open camerad.
I'm on the camerad.
Just like that.
I'm on the camerad.
It was open camerad.
I'm on the camerad. Something
Yeah,
like that.
something like that. It was loud.
Yeah, welcome to episode 3 of the podcast, Hit the Wall podcast with me, Stuart, and that Amy.
That Amy?
That Amy, yeah, that's what I said. Where's my phone, actually?
I feel like you're on a sugary peg making me do this today.
Why?
Because I'm not well.
I know you're not well.
See?
Oh, I can hear that. So we're recording currently smooshed up together.
Smooshed up.
We're actually recording in bed. Yeah.
Well, because there's nowhere else to go.
There's literally nowhere else to go. So we have hired a wee camper van. We're currently
It's a big camper van, to be fair.
A big camper van. We're in Inverness right now, recording this. We are at we were at the Shinty today. We're at the Camerad Cup final between Kingussie and Oban.
We were. Sorry, I'm having to pause conversation here because our daughter, who's at home with your mum, is telling her that she doesn't wear a nighttime nappy, which is absolute lies and will cause your mum no amount of washing tomorrow morning.
What is it with kids just talking absolute shite? Joyous. So yeah, while Amy's doing that, we're at the Shinty today, watching Kingussie v Oban. It was an absolutely fucking awful game of Shinty.
It was very, very boring.
I mean, in terms of games of Shinty, we've only watched about 2 whole games.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know anything about it, but
we know absolutely nothing about it.
We've kind of demised. This is probably offensive to Shinty types, but we've kind of demised it's like football with hockey sticks, essentially. Cannons.
Yeah, it's like a cross between hockey and football, isn't it?
Focky.
Hootball.
It certainly wasn't a hoot today, that's for sure.
That's what owls play.
Boring.
Yeah, it was terrible. But
and the Kingussie won against the run of play.
They did. I mean, Oban. I mean, both teams didn't really deserve to win, but Oban were the better team.
Yeah.
And nobody gives a fuck. So that's all the Shinty chat.
Well, I hope that this was going to be like it was going to be an exciting game, give us something to talk about, and that we would be steaming drunk by now.
Yeah.
But I'm not well, if I'm not already mentioned, so I'm not really feeling like drinking. And yeah, it's not really happened like that.
It's not really happened like that, no. And as I say, we're currently in bed. We're actually can't remember doing a podcast this week, but we feel that the fans want it.
It's in demand.
It's in demand.
You feel it's in demand.
Well, we've had hundreds of downloads, so people obviously listen to us, which is very nice, and thank you so much to everyone for downloading. But yeah, this week we can't really be bothered.
I don't think you can say that, really.
I can say what I want.
Okay, fine.
My podcast. So what we talk about? Oh yeah, we're talking about running.
Oh yeah.
So
you've not done that today.
I haven't done it today.
We run round the
before we came
Shinty
up.
Park.
Before we came up, I went on Google because we were just trying to do a wee Google map to see where the caravan site was in comparison to. Is it Butte Park? It's not Butte Park.
Butt Park.
Butt Park.
So mature.
Where the actual Shinty was, and it was just across the road from each other, and across the other side of the road, there's a park run that happens.
Oh yeah, you were saying about this park run.
I can't remember the name of the run. I can't remember the name of the park.
But it's exactly 5k, like the actual park.
It's exactly 5k, but the park run was today. It was at like 9 o'clock this morning, so I missed it. But oh no, I can't go. I can't go tomorrow.
Why?
Because I've not got my running stuff.
So you've got legs. You've got your legs with you.
I've got my legs with me.
You've got your shoes with you.
I've got terrible trainers.
I think you're just making excuses now.
Is that an excuse? Oh, we are getting feedback.
I think it's because I moved close to the mixer.
Because
we're in a tiny space.
We're in a very tiny space. So yeah, but I've been keeping it up. I'm on week 3 or something now. Sanjeev is doing my fucking nothing.
Poor Sanjeev.
I'm very grateful that he's taken up his time to comment on the BBC Couch to 5k app, but he's doing my nothing with his interruptions. Cause
do you know, I used to get like that about member sat-navs before everyone just used their phone or their car had built-in sat-nav.
Yeah.
Back in the day when you had a TomTom.
Yeah, and it was really easy. It's really easy to mute people now.
Yeah. But
Very
back when it was Tom Toms, and what's the other one? Garmin. Give a Garmin.
That's the
I
one.
hated that
That's the
advert.
one. If you want to
In
sponsor
fact-
us, Garmin, then get in touch.
No, I hated it.
But if they
When
want to sponsor us, then
When I first got a car,
sing that song.
I hated that advert with
Yeah.
a passion.
Mhm.
So much that my mum, because of the way she is, bought me a Garmin for Christmas. Because that's what she thinks is funny. Anyway.
Sounds exactly like something that your mum would do.
It does. Anyway, they used to have really annoying voices. The people on the Garmins and the Sat-Navs and the
Yep.
Tom-Toms. Like, who did I have? Vic Reeves was one of them.
Vic Reeves, did he?
He used to swear at you.
Turn left.
Is he not the one that used to swear at you? There was one that used to be like, turn fucking right. Not in a big, deep Scottish accent like that.
Doesn't sound like a very Vic Reeves.
Maybe it wasn't Vic Reeves. There was somebody that used to swear at us. And it would be like, you're going the wrong fucking way. Which was quite funny, but very distracting for a brand new driver.
But were you going the wrong way?
I don't know.
must have been. Must have kept going the wrong way. Maybe you should have listened to it.
Maybe I should have.
Maybe it would have swore at you.
But then you get these folk that are like, I don't trust sat-navs. Why? That's one of my irks. People that say, I don't trust sat-navs,
But
and then
why
get
do you use
lost.
it? Yeah.
Just
Or
follow
trust-
it,
or
not
trust-
hard.
Or trust it too much. I've trusted it. I've trusted it before and went down like one-way streets, like the wrong way.
That's just blind daftness then, no looking at
Yeah.
road signs.
A little bit.
Talking of cars, by the way, fun fact for all
Uh-huh.
you fact fans.
Uh-huh.
100 years ago, everyone owned horses. Everyone owned a horse and only the rich owned cars,
Right.
right?
Wait. I know what you're going to say. Here.
Now, everyone has cars and only the rich own horses.
Whoa.
How the stables have turned.
Fuck's sake. You didn't start the episode with that.
I wanted to, but you had Shinty in mind.
Oh my days. It's not as good as my chicken joke last week.
Nah, the chicken joke was next level. Like,
I got some hatred from a couple of people for the hedgehog story, and I think it was unjustified. Really, I went that road again the other night, and there was still like hundreds of clumps of grass. So it's definitely been grass and not a hedgehog.
if you say so.
Just to clear that up.
If you say so.
I don't know how soundproof this camper van is either.
Oh well. No
It's
one's-
very nice though.
It is.
Can we give a wee shout out to the people at Gallivant Campers? This is hashtag not an ad because we paid for this.
Yes.
But Gallivant Campers.
You're no Stacey Solomon. You didn't need to say not an ad, fully paid client. Like you're no Chris and Rosie yet, son.
You don't know who's listening. You don't know who's listening. Ofcom could be listening.
Oh dear.
Um,
Anyway, yes, good
Yes.
shout out to Gallivant Campers.
yes, it's a lovely Citroen something.
Relay.
Really.
Or
Because
really? Yeah.
is it really?
Mhm.
Sorry,
Aha.
I might cut that one out. But yeah, it's very nice. It comfortably seats three at the front, but 2 in the back on the bed. I wouldn't put 3 people in this bed.
Depends what you're into.
Maybe. Yeah. But yeah, very nice, and it's got all the mod cons you could possibly want.
Except the telly that works.
The telly does work. Maybe I'm just
User error.
user error. But everything else is great. We've got lovely mood lighting and blinds and a massive, quite comfortable bed actually. I had a
Just
nap
in
in this
case
earlier.
anybody's getting the wrong idea though, because you've been going on about, oh, we're in bed and you've got mood lighting and all that. I'm sick, so I'm not well. I just want him to stop talking so I can read my new Colleen Hoover book and leave me alone.
Colleen Hoover.
Yes.
Is the book sucked you in?
My goodness.
Fucking hell.
It's poor this
Told
week,
you I
guys. It's poor.
Told you I can't be bothered. Well, oh, sorry. Where's my phone? Because I had notes that I was going to talk about stuff.
You're giving away the illusions that this is all
What?
just free flow
Right.
conversation. Listen,
No organised.
I wanted to talk about
Where's the phone?
September 11th, but I wasn't sure if that was too deep.
Well, I mean, the last 2 episodes we've ended with the Me Too was. It?
Oh yeah, that has always been a deep. Yeah, that's true
The
actually.
Me Too movement was the first week. What was last week?
There was something else. Actually,
Oh
well,
no,
we
it was
are.
Me Too last week, and then it was something about
There's
consent.
your phone. You just moved. It was just like you just.
Oh, I've sat in it.
Yep. Well, actually, on that
I'm
subject
no well
again,
either.
while we are recording this, there is currently a program live on TV at the moment that we're not watching, obviously, because telly doesn't work.
Yep.
And we're doing this about apparently Russell Brand being dodgy.
But I mean, everybody knew that anyway, didn't they? About Russell Brand.
They did.
Wronging.
It's definitely an odd one anyway.
Anyway, 9/11.
Back to 9/11 on a lighter note. No, like so there is a ow. Bit my head. Very small space.
People outside this camper van must be wondering what the hell they're doing in there.
Yeah. Anyway, so not fun fact, absolutely not fun fact whatsoever, but
Oh, you
fact
background.
about 9/11. Obviously, it was just recently. It was just a few days ago. What day are we on just now? 16th of September.
No, it was 23 years ago.
No, the anniversary.
All right, okay.
Yeah. 16th September. So
It's
obviously,
it was like it was yesterday.
things come around every like on TV and on your social medias and stuff at this time of year,
Mhm.
every year because of the date and whatever. And I ended up down a rabbit hole with it, and I think it's one of the things that's so momentous, and you think you know everything about it, but you can always find out more stuff about it, or something you didn't know, or you see a clip that you never seen,
Yeah.
or whatever. I found out that a celebrity should have been on one of the planes, literally to the point that they had typed in their phone the wrong time of the flight due to being hungover, and were 10 minutes late for boarding. That is how close they were.
Was Hugh Jackman?
It was not Hugh Jackman.
Hi, Jackman. Too soon?
Oh my, I think you might have lost us a few followers for that one.
Oh yeah, we were quite big in America.
Are we?
Yeah, we've got like 5.
They're probably just Scottish people that we know that live there now.
People.
Why are we laughing about this? It's not funny, but no, Seth MacFarlane,
From Family Guy.
Family Guy creator. That then made me look up when was Family Guy created, and it actually came out in 1999.
99, yeah.
So we could have had just 2 seasons of Family Guy.
Yeah, and that would have been terrible. 'Cause
Mm.
Family Guy's really good.
I wonder if there's any 9/11 jokes made in Family Guy.
There absolutely 100% is.
You sure of that?
I'm sure. I'm
I think if I had come that close to dying, to the point that the plane I should have been on but I was 10 minutes late for blew up, flew into a twin tower, I would not make jokes about it ever. I would just
I would
become like a saint.
almost guaranteed. I'm sure Bin Laden has been a character
Mm.
in Family Guy. I'm sure of it.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm not just so obviously because he's a celebrity. That's why you know about it. There's several other people I'm sure where fate intervened in a good way or a bad way for them that day. But I think that's just mad.
It is. It is.
Thank God for a hangover, eh? Never been so grateful for a hangover in his life. I bet you.
I know.
But how could you go about your life like knowing that you came that close?
Mad. Absolutely mad. I don't know how you could do that.
I think I'd have to go and like I don't know rescue orphans or like you know I'd feel like I need to do something.
Rescue what?
Orphans.
Orphans. You said that really weird. You said like orphans. Orphans.
Okay, it's because I'm sick.
Right. Okay. Oh, keep kicking that cable. Keep fear that I'm going to kick the cable.
Ah,
out or
there's so
something.
much cable chat because if it's not in the house, we'll fear the rabbit's going to bite the cable,
Oh,
and if we're in the
no.
camper van, we're kicking the cable.
Well, we need to get big so that we can get a studio. So
Then
I
we'll
don't
be
worry
on
about
cable. Ha
cables.
ha 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 ha.
What?
Then we'll be on cable, like cable telly.
We'll be on cable telly. We'll be on YouTube or something. Oh, you were making a joke. Okay.
Anyway, that's my deep conversation of the night. 9/11.
Lovely. Thanks for that.
Send
That's
me your thoughts.
9/11 corner. What? Thoughts as in like conspiracy theories and that? Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. Right.
Oh dear.
You got little annoyances. You said that last week.
And I'm going to say it every week. I do have little annoyances.
I have one.
Okay,
Can
go
I
ahead.
Can I start this week?
Yes.
And it's actually to do with you.
All right.
So, we're talking about Christmas. and what to get the kids and stuff. And obviously, you're very good at organising Christmas presents. You get all the Christmas presents for the children, and I'm very grateful for
Do
that.
we want to go back to the loft conversation again?
We're not talking about the loft.
Right.
So, I was going to the skip the other day, and you'd been to Aldi to look for some kind of squashmallow thing. And you said to me, can you go to Aldi in Whitburn to have a look for this squishmallow thing? And you said it's £20.
It was 19.99, but okay.
19.99, right? And then I said, oh, that's quite a lot. And then you said the normal squishmallows are like £60.
Yeah, so Squishmallow is the brand.
Yeah.
Like the branded ones are like 60 quid. This was an Aldi one.
And if you don't know what a squishmallow is, if you don't know what a squashmallow or a squishmallow is, it's a stuffed animal toy. It's a stuffed toy. It's a stuffed, cuddly toy. Right? You said they're normally £60 brand new, like the branded one.
The big one.
And I went, oh my God, that's ridiculous. You then said to me,
You're ridiculous.
You're unbelievable. And I'm like, how am I unbelievable? What?
Your hand is shaking.
That's because I'm leaning on my...
It's because you're raging.
I'm raging at you. But you were like, you're unbelievable. For my reaction to the fact that a squishmallow is £60.
No, I was saying you're unbelievable for moaning at the £20 one.
No.
That your child wants for Christmas.
No, you didn't. You.
That's what I meant.
Right. That's not how it came across. It came across that you were saying, you're unbelievable, moaning about a £60 squishmallow
But we weren't
toy.
buying a £60 squishmallow toy. I wouldn't buy that either.
Yeah. I mean, even £20 a bit steep.
It's massive.
It is massive, actually. Okay, I take that back.
What I was meaning is, you're unbelievable for whinging about Christmas presents for your children that are cheap.
Okay.
In comparison.
Well.
In the future, when I'm shouting at you, I'll shout at you in explainable context.
Explain why you're shouting. That would be helpful.
Like how I speak to the children.
Thanks.
I'm angry with you because you're saying this right now, and that's not making me feel happy.
That's fine. I mean, I'll probably be like, what the fuck are you talking
Can
about?
we also point out that I was actually trying to get the baby to sleep at the same time at this moment when we're having this conversation?
Yes, you were.
So, you're unbelievable. Just do what you're told.
Okay, what's yours? I've nothing to add to that.
No, I agree with you that 60 quid for a teddy is mental.
Well, I'm glad.
That's why I was saying let's get the Aldi one for 20 quid.
I'm glad that we agree.
Okay, good.
I'm glad that we've resolved that matter by.
We're not using this as a marriage.
By discussing it openly and honestly.
Like thing. You should have. Anyway, mine is totally different from that, and it's
Right.
nothing to do with you, actually.
Is it not? Oh, that's nice.
It's to do with,
It's nice to
and this is selfish of me. Foreign documentaries. Or documentaries with foreign people in them who don't speak English, right? Now, I'm not, before everybody gets all of their back up,
I really hope this is soundproof.
I'm all
This
up
camper
for
van.
everyone in the world to tell me their amazing stories and whatever, right? So I was watching a documentary on Netflix about free diving. Totally random, but I was really into it. It was really interesting, right?
Right.
But I like to watch TV. This is a personal preference.
It's a random topic of.
I know, it was so
documentary.
random, but I just wanted to watch
Is
something
that just
different.
like diving into water?
It's
into, like, wild
diving,
water,
free
like
diving.
wild water.
No, it's diving without equipment, basically. So they hold their breaths for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
It's mental.
Okay.
So it was really fascinating. And they dived to like 100 metres deep with no equipment. So I was watching it, but I like watching TV. So again, it's totally selfish. I like watching TV to fall asleep. And sometimes I like to close my eyes and just go to sleep while I'm listening to the documentary.
Yeah.
And the way that our room's set up is sometimes I I sleep the other way, turn my back to the TV. When they just have subtitles instead of an English person speaking over the top, like translating, I have to read them.
Yeah.
And I can't sleep and read them at the same time.
You can't.
I know
You physically
it's
can't.
totally selfish. I'm all up for everybody in the world being on telly and telling me their stories and having cool, amazing lives, things. But I just want to fall asleep listening to it, not having to read it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So
So you'd rather have it like dubbed.
I'd rather have it dubbed.
Okay.
Purely selfish. And probably if I was wide awake and it was the middle of the day and I was watching it, I would get annoyed by the dubbing. Dub dub.
Stop saying dub.
So, you can't win. You can't win. But that was my irk for this week. I was like, I really just want to close my eyes and listen to this.
Yeah.
Maybe I should invest in, like, audiobooks. On podcasts.
Audiobooks or podcasts. Yeah, I fall asleep to audio. I fall asleep. I fall asleep to Alan Partridge.
Yes, I know. Very weird.
He's got Steve Coogan has Steve Coogan as Alan Partridge has a lovely, sultry voice. And genuinely, he's got three.
He does. He's not making us up for
do not
entertainment
make this
purposes.
I do not make this up. He's got 3 series of a podcast called From the Oat House, and it's on Audible, and it is so good. By the way, it is so funny. I would recommend you listen to that, and
You can't be recommending other people's podcasts on our podcast.
But it's Steve Coogan. We're not gonna compete with Alan Partridge. Absolutely not. Even just like if you go on YouTube and type in Alan Partridge, what's it called? There's a book that he's got. It's gonna annoy me. Nomad. That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Nomad, and it's just a book about him going on a walk, and it's just so nice to listen to. It's funny.
A book about him going on a walk.
Yeah. On one of
Sounds as exciting as this podcast.
on one of the episodes of the new series of From the Oat House, he does an alternative commentary to the King's coronation.
Okay.
And somebody married the footage because he was watching it on he was telling us he tells you on the podcast that he's listening to the footage on BBC iPlayer, and somebody's actually matched it with the.
See,
the
I
footage.
could find humour in that visually, but I don't think I'd find humour in that, like, listening. Audibly.
Yeah, it helps if you've got the visual as well.
Yeah, but yeah, it does listen to the Alan Partridge Go to Sleep or the shipping forecast on occasion.
I've tried the shipping forecast. Yeah,
it's the weirdest thing ever.
It's so nice.
It's so weird.
The wee tune before it as well is so.
The shipping forecast. I never even knew it existed. There you go. Okay, stop now. You're losing friends
forecast
by the minute.
That was Northern Sierra, Southern Sierra, just 8-4 Quebec.
No wonder it puts you to sleep.
It's so good. These people who just go to sleep without any noise.
I mean, I can do that. Like, I kind of get to a point where I'm watching something and then I fall asleep and I realise like I've missed bits of it. Then I wake up and the TV's annoying me, so I switch it off straight away.
I just can't go to sleep with my thoughts. That sounds really deep. I've got to have something to distract me.
Wow.
Like, you know what I mean? Like if you go to sleep at the end of the day.
Sometimes your brain's like, I need to do this tomorrow and this next week, and I forgot to do that, and I've got this email to reply.
I'm worried about that sort of thing. Yeah.
I get that, but I think now that doesn't happen to me because the children just exhaust me so much that I'm like, I'm just going to go to sleep.
Yeah, tomorrow's will just happen as it happens. Cool. Well, that's us done. Almost 25 minutes.
Of shit chatter.
Of shit chat, and I think we're just going to end it there because we're both tired.
Mm-hmm.
Both had a long day. I've had a long drive.
You have. You've had a long drive.
Inverness, and I've got a long drive back tomorrow.
You do.
Such a hard life, this.
Oh.
I really should stop complaining about little things like that.
It is quite good though, just being here, and I've literally sat in this bed since we came back at like 6 o'clock, and I haven't had dishes to do, or housework to do, or children to deal with.
It's lovely.
Just you.
Yeah, just me.
And your patter.
We were talking earlier about how we should just move here, or maybe not to Inverness, but we should move like up north, because it's just such a better. It just seems like a much nicer life. Like I was in the queue earlier at the bar at the Shinty, and I had two people say two things. I'm not going to say the second person said.
No, the second one didn't make it sound like it was a nice place to live.
It was not nice at all. But I just overheard somebody say, "How's the crop getting on?" just to a guy.
I just love that
you
stuff.
Never
like
hear that in Bathgate.
Nah, when you put on like the radio up here and they're all like, it's all like farming adverts and that. I love it. It's so chill.
Aye.
But it's probably not. I think life just follows. Your stresses of life are everywhere.
Yeah, but if you've got this like level of, because even just the air up here is so nice and clear, and just the views. I think we should. So I think we should start slowly mentioning, because the only reason maybe we wouldn't move up here, like ourselves, is because if oh no, oh no,
What?
oh it's okay. I kicked the cable chat. Only reason we wouldn't move up here is because family
Yep.
are quite like far down, but we're going to try and infiltrate the family
Infiltrate
and get them to move up here.
with us.
I think, yeah, maybe not in the same town, but like
Can you please move like across the country for us so that we can all have a nice idyllic life, but don't live near us.
Yeah.
Just live the same distance that you already live from us, but in a different place.
Yes, different villages,
I think that's quite harsh.
villages apart.
No.
It's a great idea. It's
I
an
think-
idea.
Okay.
We should do it.
We'll see.
I don't even know what this episode's going to be called. I need to listen back to see what zingers we've came up with.
Nothing really.
Lovely one-liners.
Call it 9/11.
9/11. Could release it on the 11th of. Oh no, it's past.
Yeah.
Oh, it has passed, isn't it? That's the 17th now. So this will come out. Because we're recording this on Saturday. This will probably come out. Well, you'll be listening to it on Sunday. I don't know why I'm telling you this, because you don't really need to know this because you're listening to it when
They
you're
might not be
to
listening on Sunday. They might listen to
You
it
might listen to
3
it in, like,
weeks on
3 weeks'
Wednesday.
time. Yeah, you might be listening to this on Christmas Day.
Oh, I'm looking forward to a Christmas Day one because we used to do a Christmas Day radio show
Yeah.
together. It was always good bands.
Oh, I need recommendations for running gear actually, because
For Christmas.
you don't need to hear this bit, Amy, but I'm chafing quite a lot.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I don't think everyone else needs to hear that either.
So I need recommendations for good running underwear or running undergarments.
You need to put
Things
Vaseline
like
on your
that.
nipples, apparently.
Okay, how's that going to help my thighs though?
Well, that's for nipple chafing, I've heard.
Yeah, I have had that before, especially playing fives. I had that
Ow.
before.
No. Ow. Ugh.
I had that when I used to wear football tops with like the sponsors logo, and the sponsors logo used to rub against them.
Bulk.
Yeah, not very nice.
There you go.
So yeah, looking for recommendations on running gear, please.
But if it's 60 quid, I'm not buying it for Christmas because that's ridiculous.
Or get it from Aldi for 20 quid.
Aldi running gear, please.
Aldi running gear,
Send
which
your
will
recommendations.
last 2 runs. Yeah, and that's it. Thanks for listening. We will see you. Oh, we will release the next episode next this Friday coming, the whatever date that is. So normal service is resumed next Friday.
Okay.
Bye. Bye.
Goodbye.
Amy.
Bye now.
Going to watch a documentary about Russell Brand.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.